someone asked how to do this trend, so I'm going to show you guys how to do this trend and how I did it, and we're going to remake it. If you can see my back here on the original one, it's moving. So how do you have to do this to get this? So for step 1, you have to get a tail or wings by themselves. So you have to screenshot just the hair, the back hair, the wings or tail. For this one, we're just doing wings, but for the first one was the tail. So that's what we're doing right now. We're changing the background so it doesn't clash or anything. And yeah. After you get a screenshot of this, you have to record your character doing the dance without the wings or the back hair, because you're going to add those later. I'll tell you why. Make them do a fun face, and then you'll add them to use the dance. So here's me recording the dance right here. You can see the dance. It's going. I'm recording it to use as my animation. And here's the code right here. After you finish, you open up CapCut and you can start the editing process. So you have to start a new project and you want to grab a screenshot that you can use as your background. For this one, I'm going to use this one and I'm going to zoom all the way in on the purple. So we just have a plain purple background and delete the ending too. Then I'm grabbing a sound, which is the original one from the original video, to extract to make this video. Whoop-de-doo! I forgot to get a screenshot for the start of the video, so I have to take that one now, because it always has to start for screenshot, and then you get into the animation part. Then I head back to CapCut, add a screenshot in. That was going to be the start of the video. You grab your back hair and then you resize it to however you want. And you want to click transform and then click resize because you need just the hair, nothing else. Then click remove BNG, then click chroma key and then click on the purple and it will remove the background. Even though you don't need to do this, I always do it just so it looks a little bit better and more professional. Then grab your wings and then you need to transform. And then for one wing, I'm going to have to mirror it. So go transform and then click mirror. And then it'll flip it. Also, you need to remove the background. I kind of forgot. But yeah, do that. I finally mirrored it, so now it's opposite. Then you want to go on duplicate. That duplicates the layer you're on, and then you want to click that and then put it underneath it. And then you want to mirror it again and resize it just so it looks a little bit better. Then you want to grab the recording of your character dancing. And you want to resize it and make sure it's none of the bottom part showing, like the poses. Then resize it, remove BNG, and then resize all your items so it looks like it's on the character. Then you start needing to test, and then I realized my pose was too small, so you need to size up your pose so it'll be actual size accurate. And then you need to start doing all the tweaking and stuff. Starting on your back hair, you're going to want to follow the edge of your head. And to do that, you're going to use your back of your back hair to follow the edge of your back of your head. And how you do this is you have to use keyframes, which are the only thing you can use. You can see on the top of my left corner, I'm going to circle it. You want to use those to do it. And you can see there I'm following the back of my head with the back of my hair. And that's so you can get the movement that the hair is following, but it's a little bit behind, like actual hair. You want to do this throughout the whole measure. So you can see I'm just doing it all across the whole measure, and I'll show you when I'm done. Here's what it should look like when you're done. Then we start working on the wings, and the wings need to be going up, middle, down, and that's the pattern it needs to go in. I started doing it like really hard gaps, and I didn't like it. You'll see when I change it up later. But yeah, that's how you do the wings. For tails, you want to do it up, down, side, past the back leg, and then stop, and then go back up. You'll see that in my character when I did that, and it's pretty obvious. But just for wings, you need to go up, middle, down, middle, up, middle, down, middle. After I got the wings the way I wanted them, here's the full video. Of course, I'm not done. I have to pick a library video. So you want to pick one of these called library videos as your starting background. So that's what I'm doing. I found one, then I put my video as an overlay, and I make sure the aspect ratio is in TikTok sizing. So then you pull up the video, and it works just great. And you put in an aspect ratio of TikTok, and then you resize everything to match. Then you use chroma key and remove the background, so you can see the background behind it. Then I cut it to only where the screenshot is, so we can add more backgrounds. Then you add your backgrounds or photos of any game, any like gacha background. Just pick a background and use those. I picked a bunch in random orders, and there you go. Size everything to fit, and then also time it. So you want to make it where it's every time it goes dun 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 dun. You want to change it. I'm sorry, I don't really want to turn the volume on because it will overshadow me. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. After you're done resizing, you want to go into transitions and click the one called mix. It makes it move into your different like photos mover, and it makes it look a lot better. After using mix, you want to go to your text and search pixel in the little bar there, and that should be your font you use, and you just want to write doing the rat dance or whatever. Just pick whatever you want to say above your head. After you're done, you export your video, and it's a final step. Woo! You want to click new project again, and then this one is just for your effects. You want to go on to effects, and you want to find nightclub and click on whatever I just clicked on, and then you want to also go back to nightclub and click on one called strobe, and you want to put that on the whole video, and then you're done. You've completed the rat trend.